All right. What up, you guys? It's been a hot second since the last update I've done. It's like 3 weeks or so by now. And what a perfect day to do it because today was one of the most intense, flare ups I've had in a little while. Like, I don't know if you guys get this with your eczema. You can tell the difference between sort of a long, sustained itch versus one that just sort of just pops out of the blue and like fucks you up good. And for me at least, the long sustained one is a sign that, yeah, that's the chronic eczema that's there. I can't explain that. I can tell you maybe it's stress, it's food, it's weather, I don't know. But that's the one that sits the longest inside me. And the shorter one, the one that sort of is just like almost overnight, the one that'll sort of sneak up on you, come really quickly, and then disappear almost as quickly as it came, is the one that I know is more food related. It's something that I ate that my body didn't agree with, and it took a few days for it to sort of come out on the surface. And like I can feel it now, like you can see um, the redness and the dryness and shit. But it happened last night and it came up this morning, and it was one of those things like if it doesn't go away in like a half hour or an hour, oh, this intense itch is like, oh, it's definitely food related and it definitely is going to take a little while to go away, but it disappears so bizarrely. I can't explain it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you what I experienced. But last night I'm itching. I'm really uncomfortable. I can't sleep well. And I keep tossing and turning. And it's like the eczema's been getting better. Like I notice it. It's a little bit around my eyes and my mouth that are it's been going away. And little bits here and there, sure, it'll itch, but my eyes are not consistently itchy these days. Other parts of my body, like my back, hasn't been itchy and all this. So I'm marking this off in my book that things are getting better. So when something like this happens, I know this is just a freak incident. And it was just the most upsetting thing in the world. I'm lying there tossing and turning. I know I have an early day of work. I gotta show up. I'm not gonna be able to like have my morning to sort of take a shower, relax, eat something, and all this. So it's stressful on top of it being uncomfortable, and it's pissing me off because I can't do anything about it. So it's layers of just distress that night. So finally, I get to work, and Saturdays are a fucking shit show every week because it's early, it's by myself, and there's always some eczema issues at the core of it. So it's just become like an association that Saturdays and eczema go together. And and on top of that, this is a tangent. You can skip through this. But I had bizarre dreams last night. Like I'm half conscious but half asleep, and I had such vivid dreams about my last roommate still living in my house as a third person in this two-bedroom house. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, I'm happy to see her, and I'm excited because, like, I never really got closure to say goodbye to her when she finally moved out. But it was at the same time, it was like, it threw a wrench in my routine or my living situation. I was just like, why is this happening? So it was kind of a bizarre thing. So it just fed into even more distress last night. So anyway, I'm at work this morning. Work's not very long on Saturdays. It's just prep work at the bakery. It's like 3 hours of work. But I'm just fucking scratching and there's no stop. But it's the kind of scratching like I can feel it all the way up in my arm. And you can't even see it right now. Like it almost, you can see sort of the, yeah, there you go, some discoloration from the itching or the eczema. But it's this weird, like almost bugs are crawling under your skin kind of feeling. And and I was calming myself down. I told myself I kind of know what I ate. I ate some chocolate, and even in the past, when I've had chocolate, I've had this kind of reaction. Even when my skin was doing really great, like I would notice it'll cause a little bit of a flare up or something. So I was like calming myself down. I was like, listen, when you eat something like this and it causes a reaction, it takes 2, 3 days. The first day is the worst, but it'll get better and better. It'll disappear. Just get through this day. Go home, take a bath, rest in your bed. And it was the first time I kind of successfully calmed myself down from full fucking panic from an eczema flare up. And I want to get better and better at this because I just see this sticking around in my life right now. I don't see a cure. I don't know how to do that. I've been eating the best that I can. I've been eating the probiotics. I took the supplements. I'm eating the healthy whole plant foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, staying away from alcohol and cigarettes and drugs, minimizing the stress in my life as best as I can, staying away from that kind of those kind of triggers. But at one point, I thought to myself, I was like, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can feed into my body and allow into my mind and control in my environment to help control the eczema. It's like I can't do much more than this right now. I don't know how to, and I don't have an explanation for where this is coming from, except for that it's just happening, and I gotta cope with it the best I can. And I know when it's this bad, it doesn't stay this bad for very long, because I've had it where it's much worse, and it's not in the places that it is now, like this sort of almost full body coverage, like this full arm coverage. This is like fucking new. And I'm doing better than I have before. So for me, what it tells me is that this is temporary. This isn't a permanent state of eczema, but it's sort of a really bad temporary. Anyway, the whole point in this video is sort of just the anticipation of a flare-up and how to calm myself down from one. I'm still not good at it. I still can't kind of do it, you know? I'm sitting here in a room that is dimmed because that's how I live. I don't live in really bright lights. I don't function in really bright situations because it makes me hyper aware of my eczema. It makes me hyper aware of just my condition. So there are things that I've done coping wise that is the best that I can do right now. I can't feel like I'm on top of the world, despite knowing that the eczema doesn't take away from all the goodness I provide to people in my job and my life. It's asking a lot to pretend like it's not a hindrance on life. It is. Every single day I think about it. There are certain things that I'm getting better at, feeling good about, like spending time with friends, going about work with short sleeves, even if I've got this shit on me, taking showers and baths, hanging out, with other people. But there are times when I'm in the middle of the storm, and it is high alert and it feels really oppressive, the skin condition. And during those times, I've noticed that I'm getting better at not feeling like I'm going to die, if that makes sense. I certainly don't have the worst eczema in the world, but I carry the burden of it feeling like this is the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with. Everybody has the hardest thing that they've ever had to deal with. And when you're in that situation, your body's in fight or flight, and it's really hard to feel like to be able to perform under that pressure. And anyway, I'm hoping that, this takes its course in the next few weeks or months, and things will slowly get better and go back down to baseline, to a place where the eczema is not at like 80%, but maybe like 20%. And until then, I'm going to continue to just enjoy my time at work, socialize with people as I normally do, take my baths, have enough rest, give myself that mental health day that's really just wearing on me, and eat those healthy foods that I know are safe, that I know are good to go and don't cause me paranoia or anxiety. And until I have better reason to believe that those foods are not going to cause me troubles, this is life, this is life. I don't know what to say, I count my blessings with other things, and I cope where I have to. So I hope that helps you guys. It's a rough time, I certainly haven't cured this, and I don't think I will. So hang in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.